All right, day 173 on the Appalachian Trail. I'm here at Long Branch Shelter. This is a cool shelter. It's a double-decker. And it's got the picnic table underneath. Kevin, he put up the flags. I like that. This is my buddy Kevin. Hey, and what's your trail name or your
Acro Tumbler on Instagram? Acro_Tumbler.
Yeah, he was juggling yesterday. He's a circus guy. He was doing showing some videos in New Orleans where he and his partner, they were, what do you call that? When you were handstanding or?
Partner acrobatics, standing acro. So she's doing handstands on my hands.
Right, it was real cool. Anyway, real cool guy, ex-Navy, and he's rocking the world. Here we go. This is the trail this morning. You can see all the blowdown leaves and stuff. I was walking yesterday, saw a big tree crash down. Heard it begin falling and looked back and actually saw it fall. Kevin and I were walking down this trail, and there was a tree blocking it. And between the two of us, we pulled it out of the way. I'm afraid let me see a lot more of that today. Here's that tree from yesterday. Right here, this thing, it was laying across, blocking everything. Kevin's strong, he broke it in half. All right, back on the trail. What day of the week is it? Wednesday. Woohoo! There's the path to the water supply. Got my rain gear on this morning, not so much for rain, but it's cold. So I'm starting off with it. I'm going up Albert Mountain here in a second, and it's a steep little thing as I recall. So I might be coming out of it in a little while. Start off with dry socks. They're already wet. Gotta love it. All right, 16-mile day. Try to get to Standing Indian Shelter. And here we go. Shelter, camp. White blaze. White blaze. Let's go up a mountain. All right, about a half mile from Albert, the summit, and just went by a shelter that's closed. Been doing some land reclaiming. I am amazed at the blowdown. Trees, but leaves, it's like a green carpet. We've gotten most of the trees out of the way. Some of them are dangling in the limbs, and pulled them down if I could. But so far you're able to get through everything. Boy, the guys have done a good job on this trail. Really impressed. This is maintained by the Nantahala Club, and every section that I've been through with them has been stellar. So way to go, Nantahala. I don't know if you're the hiking club. I believe that's what you called it. But outstanding. Yeah, there's some big trees down, but even with them, I was able to break the branches so you could walk over it. You can see how the trail's cluttered with the green, which is fine. It's those big old limbs you don't like. It rained last night, drizzled most of the day yesterday, or rained. And last night, stuff was hitting the shelter top. The other guy in the shelter, Kevin, he said he couldn't sleep. You just sit there and say, bam, boom. Apparently there were some mice in the shelter. I slept through it all. Thought I felt one run over my sleeping bag. I gave him a little kick in my sleep, but no damage. All the food stuff was hung properly, so nothing got in there. I think Standing Indian has a bear box, which I love those. I can throw most of my pack in there if there's plenty of room. All right, here we go. All right, right behind me is the Albert Mountain Fire Tower. Unfortunately, no views today. This was I have fond memories of climbing up the other side, getting up here and enjoying the view and eating a Cliff Bar. But I don't think so today. Oh well. I do recall going, this other section was steep. So it'll be fun. Here we go. I remember Albert Mountain being a difficult climb a couple years ago. And I'm going down it on this side now. This is straight out, that's straight up. You get the idea. But it is covered, the whole trail is just covered with wet leaves. As you can see, so you got wet rock covered with wet leaves. So I'm being a little bit more careful this morning as I'm going down this thing. All right, here we go. Here's my first view of the day. Kind of got some of the clouds going away. The trail is a mess after this wind and rain. All I've done today, it seems like it's cleared brush. We're getting there though. All right, this may be one of the worst sections I've seen today. All this blow down here. I moved most of it coming up. This is going to be a little tougher. All right, here we go. That other section. Now there's this. This big whole thing's blown down. There's a trail in there somewhere. All right, okay. It's passable now. Most of that pulled out pretty easily. Man. One of my buddies, Tom Pickering, he's a thru-hiker, he and his wife. He sent me a private message on a post on Facebook saying I might need a chainsaw to finish hiking. I don't know if he realizes how accurate he may be. Look at that tree, just burnt one just leaning up against another one. All right, here we go, trailblazer. All right. It's getting crazy now. I can't move that. I'll go around it. Every step seems to be affected by this. Oh, here's another one. They just blew it over. Guess I can get over this one. There we go. Limbs everywhere. You can just see how All this stuff's everywhere. There's a tree that burned. Stuff loves to get on your feet. This is definitely going to be a slower day for me. It's okay. This big old limb in the way. Alright, let me move it. Man, this just goes on and on. Big limbs are falling here. Can't move that. There's a tree. It's broken. Seems to be supported by this one branch. We'll get out from under it. There's more. I do believe I'm the first person through since this. Oh, hey, I'll move this. Here we go. Son of a gun. There's a trail through here. This big old rhododendron's blown down. Let's see if I can go on this side of it. And there's trees all over here. They're blown down. Oh, hardwood on that side is blown down. Goodness gracious. I don't know how to get around this yet. Wow. There's a little trail. It's gonna take a lot of manpower to get this thing cleaned up. Here's another whole section. I'm having to cut through the woods on either side of the trail. Trying to make my own path to get around a lot of this blowdown. There's the trail. All right. Look at all this green on the ground. I can only imagine what the winds were like up here at the peak. Gosh, here's a whole other section of blowdown. This section had burned before. I don't know if that maybe made it weaker. I don't know. Alright. I can't move all of that. I'm going to try to go through there. Can't go through there. This is like a war zone. There's a blaze here. There's a trail somewhere. But look at this. Trees down. Okay, there's the trail. Down the tree on the way. Go around it this way. Used to be a shelter back there, Deep Gap, or Carter Gap, excuse me. There were two. And an old one back there, and they built a new one. They were both standing. I remember one night coming through here in the storms, and it was lightning. And I got to the new one in time. The old one was sideways. It's such a curve to it. Part of the floor was rotten. Someone had put a tin up in it to be safe. Goodness gracious. Come on. Okay, let me move this so I can get my pack in here. That's not working. Sorry about this bad video here. Can't get underneath this tree. What's this limb right here? Get rid of that limb. All right, now, get in there. Down. There we go. Okay, here's the trail now. There's this tree across it. Following this. Sure, I'm glad I wasn't here when all this stuff was falling. Alright, I'm supposed to go 7.6 more miles. If the trail continues like this, which it looks like it's going to, I'm gonna get there very late tonight. All right, let's get through some rhododendron. My goodness. Here's another section of the trail. That was behind me. This is in front of me. Man, this blowdown is everywhere. All right, this is the peak of Standing Indian Mountain. I'm in the clouds, but you get an idea here. Beautiful. I'm still about 45 minutes from the shelter, and I'll tell you, this has been one of the most difficult days I've had on the trail. It's going to take a crew of people with chainsaws weeks to clear the trail. Hope tomorrow's better. We'll see. All right, we're going to get down to Standing Indian Shelter and call it a night. Here we go.